How did you get into my transdimensional telegraph box? Quantum jumping? Micro-traversing? Did you swallow a flux carburetor? Doesn't matter. I'm the professor. Not the modern professor with the scarf, a future professor without a scarf. I travel through time, you see. And right now, according to my instruments, someone is detimalizing the causality vortex around Krokotopia. Oh, you know what that means. Good, because I don't. That's why I've brought us to Krokotopia. Let's go outside and see if anything looks detimalized.
It looks like we are trapped in a telegraph box / time machine. Right? It looks like Richard Unicorn Collar got himself in a little bit of trouble with the space-time continuum. But that's okay. That's okay. We're just gonna talk about some things, including Wizard 101, of course. That's why you came to the video. That's why I had a big absence. That's why I'm in a telegraph box. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right into the video. However, we're gonna go over some few disclaimers about this video. First off, it's gonna be longer than 10 minutes, so it's gonna be a little bit longer, so make sure you have some popcorn, obviously. Second of all, this is my own opinion / thoughts / just emotions for this game. I don't care what the community really says about the game, if it's dying or if it's dead. We will, or at least I will, come with that main verdict for myself in general and how I feel about the game. Okay, well, this is just my own opinions and stuff like that. Third of all, we're not giving Wiz any handicaps. Handicaps mean that we won't be comparing Wiz to any game. Nope. This is a video game, just like any other video game that wants to act like EA or anything else with the loot boxes or packs and stuff like that. We're going to compare Wizard 101 to other games because I feel like that we shouldn't be giving Wizard 101 a handicap after 13 years. I mean, they just got purchased by Gamingo. I mean, I don't think it's fair just to give them a handicap just because it's Wiz. I mean, if you already think that Wiz should get a handicap and not be compared to other games, then that already is a red flag, and that's where we're gonna basically discuss that in the video. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it, and I hope you guys enjoy it. See you guys later. Ah, yes, 2008. Can't believe it's already been 13 years for this game. In October 2008, Wizard 101 actually released a pay-it-by-zone method for Crowns player, so now you can actually buy the zones with Crowns. It's crazy to imagine that this wasn't even implemented in the start of the game. I believe the game recently actually got out of beta, as the initial release for this game came out on September 2nd, 2008, so I think there was a beta time period somewhere in between, and I think there were eventually some free areas, but now in 2008 October you can basically buy the areas with Crowns if you are a member. Obviously, being a membership allows you to go through all the worlds, but now you can use Crowns to buy areas permanently. It was actually a pretty cool feature. I actually have some areas of myself that I have permanently unlocked in case I don't want to keep renewing my membership. I don't know, 2008 was pretty much the birth of the game, I guess you could say, and this is basically the start. Or is it the end?
Visit wizard101.com for your free trial today. Rated everyone 10 and up.
In 2009, we get a big year for Wizard 101. Not only that, but some other MMOs start to emerge like Fusionfall and Free Realms. Now in January, they released Dragonspire, and in July, they actually released Grizzleheim. And in October, they actually released the Crown Shop. So that was actually when the Crown Shop kind of first emerged and stuff like that, which would later throughout the years be kind of just poisoned by a bunch of packs and bundles and mounts and pets and castles and, well, you know what it is. It's the Crown Shop. I think everybody knows what the Crown Shop is and how long the Crown Shop has been going for. It is a tad bit annoying how much the Crown Shop has evolved over the years, but I will say that it is just, oh my goodness, just seeing it now, it is depressing, man. It is depressing, but 2009 was a banger of a year, man. We're moving right along.
Visit wizard101.com for your free trial today. Rated everyone 10 and up.
Bro, 2010 for Wizard 101 was a banger. I don't care what anybody says, 2010 was awesome because not only do we get a celebrity guest star, Selena Gomez, which is probably one of the last or very last type of celebrity collaborations that we get. However, we get Celestia, new schools, and new level, or yada yada yada, you know. And we also get gardening. So 2010, a banger of a year. Celestia was also fun because we got spell quests and stuff like that, you know, creative stuff in the game that, you know, not spells and packs and all that stuff. And again, we'll get all to that. We'll get into all of that in the, you know, in the end of the video. But don't worry, we're not going to go through every single year of Wizard 101 updates. However, we just want to say, or I just want to say that overall that the game has been doing a lot of updates throughout the years. So let's skip about 3 years in now. Yo, 2013 was insane, right? Not only do we get PvP changes, new hairstyles, but we also get tournaments. We get the Aquila dungeon zones, minion spell quest, or basically a minion quest. I really do miss minion quests, man. I really do miss that. And of course, we get Chrysalis Part 1, which is we get shadow magic, baby. I know, right? Oh man, 2013. Big year for Wizard 101, and not just for that, but for some other video games too. I believe Grand Theft Auto 5 came out in 2013, and Bioshock Infinite also came out in 2013. It was just some fun games to play back in the day, man. It was just fun, and especially for Wizard 101, Chrysalis was so massive. I just can't believe that there was a part 1 for it and then a part 2. Like, I just can't believe how big that Chrysalis even was. I mean, I don't know, I'm just so happy, man. This is just like a real big nostalgia trip. This is just so nice, man. Just nice to see just the memories, man. It is just beautiful to remember. We also got Darkmoor and Chrysalis Part 2 in the following years as well, and Darkmoor, of course, is always going to be a banger. But moving along, let's skip a little bit ahead and let's go all the way to 2016. The 2016 layoff was just really something massive. I remember I was at school, came back and heard all the news about the layoff. I was in high school. I mean, it's just crazy to think that all of that happened, you know, and there were good people that worked there at KI too. There were lots of great people that worked there. So, you know, it's just really sad that those people, those individuals, you know, they got laid off, or, you know, whatever the situation was. It just was not a good day for Wizard 101. And starting in 2015, actually, is when we start getting lesser and less updates. And, you know, it's just really sad to imagine, you know, how far we've come with the game. And, you know, you see a layoff like that, and it's just like, you know, it's devastating, you know? You think the game is thriving, but, you know, when budgets isn't, you know, revenue isn't making the cut, you know, budget cuts and, you know, money, you know, it's just really unfortunate, you know. In the article, it actually mentions that Wizard 101 rose to prominence in like 2000s or the early 2000s, you know. And we just made this video. We talked about all these updates here and there, and you can kind of see the low quality updates as we progress throughout the further years. Now, you know, Gamingo, you know, bought them out and stuff like that, you know. 2021 is still King's Isle year, but I am curious to see what happens in 2022. So I'm just curious to see, you know, what they do for the future of the game. Also, Titanfall 2 came out in 2016, so I wasn't too sad because this game was a banger. Definitely check out Titanfall 2. This game is fun, man. Fun game. But we're gonna move right along. This is when I lost all my support for the company, right? The layoff hit hard, but in 2018, this was the most unnecessary thing I think I have ever seen, right? And this is when I was like, bro, okay, think about it like this. I know the image was blurry, but it's basically 550,000 crowns, right? They want you to spend that in 3 days during the holidays. This was in November, right? Like, what? it was the most grossest thing I think I've ever seen. Like, I think I deleted the video for that just because I felt so bad for, oh my goodness, it's just, why? Why would they do that? Like, why would they do that? You know, after 2018, I just kind of like gave up with the company. I was like, look, you know what? There's no point, and there's just no point, right? And that's when I kind of like had my eyes open. I'm like, wow, this is just awful. It's a $700 mount crown reward. They want you to spend that many crowns, 500,000 crowns, just to do all this for a 55% mount. Like, I don't know what to say. Like, you guys can be the judge of it. I don't care. Actually, no, I don't care what anyone said. That was a horrible. I hate the crown rewards. I really do. I don't know what were they smoking? I have no idea. It was the worst thing I think I've ever seen in Wizard 101 besides the layoff. That was just god awful, right? Now, during the time, as we kind of fast forward through time, they kind of just go through some management, you know, changes and stuff like that. Some people are leaving the company, yada yada yada. You know, Gamingo buys them off. Let's just keep continuing on with the video, because that was just the most stupidest thing. Just not in that, but the most stupidest thing I've seen in a video game. I play a lot of video games, but that was dumb. That was literally dumb. I don't know why they did that. I don't know what happened there, but I would imagine that they probably lost a few players from that whole event, because that was just unbelievable, man. Just so stupid.
But the definition of insanity is doing the exact same fucking thing over and over again, expecting shit to change. That is crazy.
You know what it is, baby. It is 2019, ladies and gentlemen. After that rough thing with 2018 and the crown reward, we get a backpack butler. We get Wizard City Underground, the supposed dungeon that was supposed to rival Darkmoor. And of course, we get the introduction of spellments. Basically, you're allowed to upgrade your spells if you collect enough spellments. Little did we know, or at least I knew about this. I don't know if anybody else knew this, but hopefully you guys knew that they were going to put spellments in packs. And of course, they're doing the same scammy type of practice over and over and over again, expecting some stuff to change, right? And that's what I feel like they've been doing in the following years, is that they keep doing this. Oh my god, they just keep pushing all this stuff to buy. Like, you buy. Like, that's not really good for the customers or the players in general. Just like, I don't know, make Wizard City free. Spellments are a bust. Up the drop rates with spellments. Why are spellments so difficult to get, and why are they only exclusive in packs? See, you keep doing the same thing over and over and over again, and eventually you're just gonna make people leave. And so, fast forward a little bit in time to present day Wizard 101. Alright, it's 2020. We're not at 2021 yet, but, you know, I'm still trying to hang in there with Wizard 101 and stuff like that. This is usually the pet update, you know, pretty fine. You know, we get egg timers now. You can hatch eggs with gold. It's pretty convenient now and stuff like that. There is just one problem, though. Why did they have to make any balance tweaks to the whole hatching system? Why does it cost 100 grand just to hatch with an ultra pet? Why? I'm so confused on why. What was the reason for making pet hatches from the kiosk so expensive? And what was the reason for limiting the hatching kiosk just to 2? Like, they're literally going backwards. You're literally going backward with some of these changes. Now, those aren't the only changes that they've made. If you guys don't know this, we don't get energy no more. So when you level up, you usually get an energy point, right? We don't get energy points no more. I believe the max cap is at 130. So we don't get no more energy points no more. Again, what is the reason for that, right? What is the reason that you can't go to the Castle Tour Gauntlets no more? You used to be able to go to Winterbane. You used to be able to go to Midnight Sun Pagoda. You can't do that through the castle tours anymore. What was the reason for any of these changes? Like, I'm so confused. Like, what is happening?
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I had a reason.
What was the reason?
I just explained the reason.
What was the reason, bitch?
I don't need to explain myself to you. And
What
these
was the reason?
I feel like some of these changes that they're doing are just kind of unnecessary. Like, I just don't understand why. Like, why do they hate the players so much to the point where they're actually punishing them? Like, has anybody else gotten that vibe throughout some of the updates? Like, it just feels like they're going against the players, and I'm not sure if I'm, like, a big fan of that. Like, personally, I know that they're trying to balance things out and stuff like that, but seriously, what is the reason for some of these changes? Why are pet hatching from the kiosk so expensive, and why did they only limit the pet hatching kiosk, you know, the search where you search for talents, why they only limit that to 2 instead of, like, they're going back? It feels like they're going backwards. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but I just feel like some of these updates are just kind of getting annoying, and that's just scratching the surface. There is so much to talk about with Wizard 101 that I don't feel like getting into. It's just, I don't know, it's such an annoying game. I mean, there's lots of games out there that I play. Honestly, I grew up around consoles. Wizard 101 was kind of like a side game. I don't want anybody to think that I only play Wizard 101, because honestly, if Wizard 101 was the only game I had to play, I might actually go with Feral. I actually recommend everybody to play different video games, because personally, this whole discussion about Wizard 101 being dead, or if it's dying, that we have traditionally every single year, it just seems like people either just dissatisfied with the game or they just lose interest with it. I think a lot of people obviously just need a break with the game. There's tons of video games out there. Wizard 101 doesn't have to be the main thing, especially if it's making you angry or if it's just making you upset. So now we're in 2021. We are all awaiting the release for the new world, I believe Lemuria, whatever it's called. Probably going to be another short world, but it's kind of interesting seeing all the updates go throughout the years and just how everything has changed throughout the game. It's just, I don't know, it's just crazy to think about. I don't know, it's just, I don't know. I love this game. I'm passionate about this game. That's why I make videos like this. I'm passionate about the game. I played it for 10 years. I think everybody is passionate about this game. But when they're not listening to the customers or just the players in general, it just kind of gets annoying. Nobody really likes being annoyed, or nobody really likes being ignored, basically. You know, it's just not a good thing to have. I mean, this birthday celebration is alright. I mean, we got these candlesticks. They weren't even free candlesticks. You had to pay 100 crowns for it and had to do 10 trivias for it. It's just like, I don't know. There are other games like Genshin Impact where I can get some of the currency by doing some of the work. And even as a gacha, even though it's a gacha though, I still enjoy playing Genshin Impact. That dopamine that I get from Genshin Impact is rewarding. There's no reward for Wizard 101 that makes me feel accomplished. Spellmints, I can't level up my spells. The spellmint drop rates are too low. I'm not going to open up a bunch of packs just to upgrade spells. That's stupid. Who would want to do that? I just think that a lot of people honestly need a break from the game. I really hope that people aren't burning themselves out too much with Wizard 101, but I feel like people are already burning themselves out with Wizard 101. I know a lot of people are always asking for Wizard City or the first arc to be free, but honestly, this should have been something that should have happened, honestly. I feel like that Wiz is not dying, or nor dead, I would have to say, but I don't think that Wiz is gonna grow anytime soon. Even if the game comes to console, I doubt that it's gonna generate a large amount of people, or just a large influx of people to even give the game a chance, because once you hit that paywall, I mean, for anything, once you hit a paywall for anything, well, it's pretty much a turn-off for anybody, and kids will probably go back to Fortnite. I'm being honest. I mean, I'm gonna play Genshin Impact because Genshin Impact is free. Yeah, it's a gacha, but you gotta get lucky, but it's free. I don't have to pay anything to enjoy Genshin Impact. Same thing with Fortnite. I love playing Fortnite with my friends, especially during some of those events like the Ariana Grande concert. It's all fun and it's all free at the end of the day. It's just, I don't know. Same thing with Apex Legends. It's free. I enjoy it. Don't really have to pay much money for it at all. You know, it's free. You know, we live in a society or basically a year frame where people are playing free games, and you see Wizard 101 is this 2008 MMO that still does a subscription-based thing. I'm not asking for the whole entire Wizard 101 game to be free, but maybe making Wizard City would bring some players in. Who knows, honestly? Who knows? You know, I used to play this game with a lot of my friends, and none of them even play this game anymore. And I had a lot of friends on my friends list back in the day, all gone. Just nobody plays Wizard 101 anymore. It's just, I don't know, it's just a really old game, expensive, and with the crown shop getting filled with updates constantly, it just seems like the magic, honestly, has kind of sapped away with Wizard 101. It's really sad, and the only thing that keeps me playing Wizard 101 is not even you guys. It's not the views, or it's not making YouTube videos for it. The only thing that keeps me playing Wizard 101 is the nostalgia. All the memories I've had with the game. It's all the nostalgia that I've had with it. Alright, I took a break in the spring 2020 update just because I was really mad about that little pet update of them increasing pet hatches, and when I came back, really energized, you know? I feel like a lot of people actually need a break from Wizard 101, but sometimes it's hard for people to take a break from a game they love, you know? It's the same thing with people buying crowns, you know? People have that fear that eventually Wizard 101 will shut down, and eventually that is the reality, that Wizard 101 will eventually shut down one day, and that is the sad reality, and that is something we're all going to have to prepare for. But at the end of the day, I don't think a financial boycott would even help in a sense of getting their attention to us. It's up to the company and the developers in general if they would like to listen to the players or not. Like I said, I'm not asking for the entire game to be free, but maybe making Wizard City free could do something. Maybe it could bring some more players in, or maybe it could kind of reignite that nostalgia that people had with the game throughout the years. I don't know, it's just really sad to think about, man. But, I mean, yeah. Go back into present day 2021 Wizard 101. Hope you guys enjoyed that little video. Thought it was a nice one, and yeah, it was just a little bit of a tearjerker at the end, but I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all the love and support on the channel. I'm glad you guys love the Wiz videos. I play some other games too, if you guys are always curious about that. But yeah, just the nostalgia, man. The nostalgia is what really pulls me in for this game, and I think the nostalgia is what pulls a lot of people in for games. I think a lot of businesses are starting to cash out on a lot of the nostalgia trip for a lot of people. But yeah, it's just crazy to think how long we've been playing this game. I mean, I was playing this game since I was a kid and saw the commercials when I was watching stuff like Cartoon Network and stuff like that. So just to imagine that this is one of the MMOs that is still standing is just insane to me. So I don't know, after all those years, to say that this game is dead, I would be a little bit sus. But yeah, that was my video. Again, like I said, just thank you so much for the love and support on the channel. You guys actually managed to get me monetization. For those of you that don't know, that basically means I get paid for the videos and the views and stuff like that. Still gotta do a bunch of paperwork here and there, but yeah, you guys crushed it. Like over 4,000 watch hours. It's just insane. So thank you guys. I'm glad that you guys like the videos, and like I said in the beginning, these are just my own opinions. I really don't want to speak upon the community. The only thing I ask is that the community to stop fighting, or at least get together, because, you know, again, we all love this game at the end of the day, and we're all trying to make it, you know, for the better. We just need KI to listen to us for once, you know. Hey, maybe making Wizard City free is gonna reignite that nostalgia. Who knows? I don't know. For me personally, I don't think my nostalgia is gonna reignite anytime soon. I mean, we got a candlestick for 100 crowns, so that was for 10-year accounts, and it was gifted. It was glitched, but then they, you know, patched that, so now you can't gift it anymore. But you know, still. Starting today, we're gonna get the regularly scheduled, you know, Wiz stuff. So Wiz News is gonna be back up. Everything's gonna be back up to normal. No, the Discord channel did not get hacked. That was all me. The whole Telegraph thing, the Telegraph box, that was all me. All right. A lot of people thought their account or the Discord got hacked. It didn't get hacked. It was just a little promotion for this little event. But again, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I know I didn't cover anything or everything with Wizard 101. I didn't really cover much, but I just wanted to get my main thoughts about that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Alright, get some sleep. My name is Richard Unicorn Caller, and I'm signing off. Peace out.